Hello, my glorious friends. It's your friend Kevin here with today's divine inspiration message. So, I should start by saying I am truly heartfelt and grateful that you're here tuning in and listening to these divine inspiration messages every day. I'm grateful for your presence. I'm grateful for your energy and so grateful for your comments. Um, this is an interesting day because it is the 10th of the month. I'm sorry, the 9th of the month. And we have an angel numerology day number 9. And the number 9 talks about lifting the energy up and the time to be creative, artistic, kind and caring, giving, self-sacrificing without any compromising whatsoever. Um, it is about being a humanitarian, philosophical, and healing. Um, Working with the Empress or the Hermit or both in Tarot, bringing in Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and working with the organization power of the sign of Virgo, even though we're in Libra at the moment. The Moonology diary from Yasmin Boland says that the moon has moved into Capricorn and it's work oriented. Use the next couple of days to get yourself organized as best you can, particularly professionally. Then you can plan whatever social events you've got. But what I want to express to you is I have meditated today and was guided to pull from the angelic light or angelic activation deck from Kyle Gray. This one, it's a new one. Just to see what's the angelic activation for today. And light beings is the one that showed up. I was drawn to this image and was thinking, this looks wonderful. I mean, it just looks so ethereal, magical. So light beings talk about there being energetic shifts, which we now know. If you've been on the planet the last couple of weeks, you can tell, no matter where you are, there is these energetic shifting going on. This is a time of great healing and change. And the old energies are being released from the world. And this isn't a call to discard any traditions, but reflect upon what we've learned and how we can grow. We're being called to be open and aware of new information that is being revealed to all of us. It's a pivotal time for the next phase of all of our journeys. The activation, according to this card, is I create space for learning anew. And, you know, Kyle Gray says that our energies are being activated and the gifts and the knowledge that we've gained during this lifetime are becoming apparent. Gifts and knowledge, I'm talking about spiritual gifts and spiritual knowledge. The ideas, beliefs, and the company that we're keeping and the trajectory that we are on are all changing. They are suggesting, these inner beings, don't resist the shifting. Don't try to block it, stop it, or get in its way. This is the ending of one karmic cycle and the beginning of another. So it's asking us, the inner beings are asking us to stay aligned with the vision that we're trying to bring into our reality. We are here to evolve, and we're supposed to own it. Now, I pulled the Happier Me affirmation deck. Whoops. And I got, I am enough. Whoops. There you go. Compare to no one. We all have our own journey and our own rhythm. And it's okay to want more from yourself, but be gentle. Be gentle with yourself in the process. Be your own supporter rather than your own enemy. Now, the enemy of ourselves, the enemy of our inner being, is the ego. And the ego is most definitely connected to fear. The fear of losing, the fear of loss, the fear of not having, the fear. We have to let all of that go. When we came into physical embodiment, we didn't have possessions. We just had the spirit with which to make these big leaps and changes within this lifetime. When we leave this earth and return to a more spiritual place, the soul space, we don't take any of these earthly possessions with us. We leave them behind. Now, my isms today, it's not what you show, it's how you're showing up. Nothing is more important than the feeling of joy and happiness. And I am tending to the garden of importance. What is important to you? What do you want that's important? Interesting that the card of the week is Kuthumi. And Kuthumi is bringing us the initiatory experience. The current situation is opening our inner gifts, our higher gifts, the gifts that we, kind of came here to show and to teach and to do the things we wanted to do. And Kuthumi is now, in spirit, what they call the keeper of the golden wisdom, a divine energy that's invoked to help us tune into the mysteries of the universe. He's an evolved soul working closely with those of us on earth who are ready to move forward on a spiritual pathway. He is a divine master, a spiritual doorkeeper, an energetic bouncer, according to Carl Gray, holding space so that those embarking on a spiritual pathway can enter a deeper transcendental state. This is a time to take your intentions and your plans and your gifts toward the next level. Stop playing it small. I think this is also saying we have got to stop holding back on these dreams and just go for them. I'm pulling from angels and ancestors. Beatrice and Gertrude have been standing in front of a pretty vast temple-looking building. There are these, it's white in color, almost like the Taj Mahal, if I have to be honest, but not. There are 4 pillars. One of the 4 pillars represent Beatrice. The 4 pillars represent stability, structure, like the 4 corners of your life, the 4 corners of the earth. And then in the middle is this archway, or a doorway, if you will. It's the top of this building is like a dome, and on the inside is this wonderful crimson red, almost deep violet color. I'd have to say it would be like this deep claret, and that's the heart of everything. That's the love of everything. That's the energy of everything, is what they're saying. Seems to be like some kind of a tomb, but not surrounded by death. All right, I'm just going to shuffle, and you just, people just bring a message. Pull this card off the top. Sometimes their energy and what they show me is clear, and sometimes it's a little obscure and a bit different. The Fire Guardian. We've had some guardians this week. Heart Guardian came up. Earth Guardian came up. This Heart Guardian is talking about your passions. What is important to you? And it's interesting that this angel should be juggling something. It's lifted up in the air. Very simple. Just you can't say anything simpler than that. It's just to trust your passion and go with it. I think sometimes we get caught up in the humdrum stuff of everyday life, and we don't really pay attention to what lights us up, what fires us, what gets it going. But today is a day, particularly in number 9. We're not comparing ourselves to anyone. We're on our own journey, and we're meant to connect with the desires and the dreams that spark, that can lead to something beautiful. The light beings are creating these energetic shifts, saying that new things are coming. If you want to go and learn something different, something new, now's the time to do it. The fire garden represents the angels of fire, and fire is the energy to most people that they're terrified of. But that's not the point. Burning desires can lead to great expansion, so allow the fire guardian today to help you awaken a wider side of yourself and burn away any fear, shame that stands in between you and what you want, what you're looking for, what you desire. Now, let me go back up to this camera. All year long, this whole 365-day cycle hasn't just been this one year. We tack on, 2023 and then 2, and then all of the massive shifts and the changes, the great iconic individuals, and Queen Elizabeth II comes to my mind, who have literally left the earth. And I've got goosebumps, so I know that some energy of that is here. They've done the job they came to do, to shift into where we are. Now it's up to those of us that are left to take that shifting a little bit further and open. It's a bit like a new school, a spiritual school, a physical school, a life school, an earth school has opened its doors, and they've already registered us for classes, and we're showing up to teach. We're showing up to share. We're showing up to know. And the teacher is the spirit. The teacher are these inner beings. The teacher is our universe. The teacher is giving us this wisdom that so many folks who followed angels and guides and spirits and fairies and all these non-physical beings, they've been talking about downloads, downloading energy. We've been feeling a little off physically, especially if you're sensitive, emotional about things that at one time we wouldn't have paid any attention to it. Fired up by stuff that, we would not really have been bothered by. All of this is almost like the kindergarten, the prerequisite for what we're about to come into. This whole new way of being. And I know sometimes to me this sounds a little bit weird. It sounds a little bit odd. Here I was at the beginning of 2020 teaching 5 or 6 yoga classes a week in 90-something degree heat, as well as running a little salon, and then crash bang wallop. A global virus came along and changed everything. Absolutely everything. Nothing has been quite right since. That has affected so many other people. Some want to put a blanket over the top and imagine it never happened. Some even say it never happened. Others have all kinds of, but it did for me, for you, for all of us. A change, a shift, a new way of doing things. Just saying. Don't want to get too heavy. This is about lightness. This is about lifting. This is about passion. This is about joy. This is about following your heart's desire rather than the woe and the heaviness and the darkness. I think that's it, right? Yes. Okay. Until tomorrow. Thanks so much for tuning in. Lots of love to all of you. Bye for now. Hey everybody, we hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe and share it with all your friends. Here's a QR code if you decide you'd like to get a private personal reading with me. I'm available most evenings and on the weekends. Just go over to the website, book in what session, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and then fill in the contact information and I'll be back in touch. And if you feel kind enough, here is a link to my donation button. Energy exchange of any amount is always gratefully received. Until next time, be well, be blessed, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.